So, today around about, we're going to be talking about the general election and who you should vote for and what their policies are. So, let's get to it. First thing I want you guys to do is go down into the description box and click on the policy guide made by BBC, and they go through all of the policies, and I'm just going to talk about a few of the policies and why I think they might be good or bad ideas. So I don't have anyone really that I could vote for, but I'm tending towards Labour. But for some reason, I just think they're just a beautiful life. Conservative are the plain truth, and but some of the policies I don't really like for some reason. One of the biggest policies I don't like is they're running a budget surplus when the only reason you would want to be running that is because there's a big current account deficit where there's way more imports than there is exports. And we do have that problem. Inflation as well is okay right now. It's at 0%, which is not the best situation we should be in. We should be at 2% anyway. So surplus might not be a good idea. What might be a good idea is running maybe a lower deficit, but there should be some spending going on. That's pretty good. Surplus, it just sounds really like a really bad idea. And if you're running a surplus, that means there's going to be a high amount of taxes. Where are you going to tax the poor or something? Like, it just seems really bad for me. And in terms of where the money is coming from, they're really cutting the question. Where is the money coming from? Like, where is it going to come from? They're not even telling us that. They're just saying, "Oh, we have a process. We know where it's going to come from, but we're not going to tell the public." And that's what it seems like. But the Labour has said, "Oh, we have a policy. We've shown you guys the policies, and we have this great plan to cause our deficit to go down, balance the books, and everything. It's amazing." But it sounds too good to be true. That's why I say it just sounds too good to be true. Because they might go ahead and say, "Oh, we're going to reduce the deficit," and then say, "Where's the money going to come from? I don't know." They have said some good ideas like putting the mansion tax and using that to fund NHS. They want to put like 2.5 billion to the NHS, so that's not a lot compared to Conservative who want to put 8 billion, and I think more or less that's not a bad idea. The issue is that our employment should be tackled more than anything else, and it doesn't seem that they're really looking too much on that. If the government have gone ahead and said, "Oh, we're going to subsidize more firms to get more jobs up and running," Labour have said that. Labour have actually said that. Conservatives aren't really saying that much about that, which is quite worrying. So that's why I'm standing more towards Labour's side. Now, UKIP. UKIP. If you look at the education policies, now let's forget immigration. Let's forget immigration, how stupid they are about that. Okay, they aren't that stupid, but there is a lot of stupidity in terms of immigration. But anyways, they say scrap sex education for primary school children. Now, if you want to do that, you really want children to find out about what happens behind closed doors through the internet. And how bad do you think that it will be? And I think it's better to give them the right education when they're a younger age, so people don't become shocked when they see, "Oh, this and this happens," and things like that. They're saying allow secondary schools to become grammar schools. Okay, that might not be a great idea, because then what happens to the kids who aren't that intellectual? Please, come on, right? They're saying they're going to scrap fees for students taking degrees in science, technology, math, or engineering. I am a huge science fan. I want to be a doctor when I'm older, hopefully. But that sounds like an utter stupid thing. that sounds so bad because you're saying that humanities students are not gonna get anything. Humanities students, what? So they have to pay for everything, even though they are the ones that are gonna suffer more, because it's harder for like humanities students to sometimes find jobs as well than there is for such like. Don't you get? Oh my god, how stupid are you guys? Just abolish key stage one exams at primary school. Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea. Why not? Because realistically, that key stage one stats test really there's no point. Literally, the school's gonna pay money for a test that doesn't even make sense. So that's not a bad idea from UKIP. But apart from that, that's the other ones that are stupid. Oh, Lib Dems. Oh, our Lib Dems. Good, nice. A strategy to end child illiteracy by 2025. Okay, so I don't know what that strategy is. Ring fence this education budget for 2 to 19-year-olds. Not a bad idea. Guarantee qualified teacher, a core curriculum, and sex education in all state schools. That's a very good idea. Now, the thing is, I think if Lib Dems and Labour actually work together, that would be a great party, in my opinion, instead of Conservative and Labour. So, UKIP just looks dumb in terms of education. Like, let's just face it. UKIP are dumb. Conservative, not really great. Labour, looking quite good, but for some reason it just seemed like a lie to me, some of them. But it could just be me. But anyways, for me, after seeing all this and after discussing it, I really would want Labour and Lib Dems to make a coalition and run as a government. In terms of the polls, Conservatives are slightly ahead. I don't know what people are going to say, but in my opinion, Labour and Lib Dems, you two go together and you will actually make a good party. Like, a lot of the ideas from Lib Dems are looking good, and then some ideas in Labour that are great, but that Lib Dems have good ideas as well. So I think if them two went together, I think that would be a good, really good idea. So a lot of people stop voting for Conservatives, who whatever be, even if you are a loyal voter for them, and vote for Labour or vote for Lib Dems, one of those two. And I think that will make a good party, a good coalition. It'll make a much better coalition. But the Labour are really going for SNP to vote, which is kind of stupid. But hey, I can't say anything about that. Vote Labour and vote Lib Dem. Those are the two parties that are really looking okay. Don't vote SNP. Don't be stupid. And Labour, stop backing SNP. Really stop backing SNP. Apart from that, that's all from me today. This video was inspired by a friend of mine who has given me this idea to do this about the political parties and the general elections. So it's thanks to that friend, and that's all from me today. Random Hope, over and out, and I'll see you next time. Vote Labour! Share it with you guys as it has helped you write in general. It's something called Zen Writer, and